हाँ
Okay. May I start, or like you need to wait? Okay, we'll wait for some 5 minutes more. Hello, hi. May I start the team? Okay. Hi everyone, this is Ayush, and we are today going to have a demo about the course, that what we are going to do and all those part. Can everyone see my screen? Is it good for you? Hi.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. And am I very clear to all of you? There is no issues with the mic as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So we will go through the demo part, and in the demo I wanted to discuss that why you need to do this course and what are the learning outcomes for this course. So I would like to ask one more question. Would like mixing of language would be comfortable to everyone, or do you want me to continue only in English, or like would you prefer to be in a mix of
Continue
language?
in Hindi.
Sorry.
Sir, you can speak in English.
Okay. No issue. Okay. So I can see. Okay, a lot of no issues. So today we will discuss that what is property valuation and what we are going to have in this course, and why is it helpful to you guys as a student. So I expect a lot of students are from 4th year or maybe graduated, or might be like 1 year experienced person. So like as a civil engineer, we know there are certain profiles where we can work. Okay, like a planning engineer, or maybe somewhere in billing engineer, some this kind of things. But there are certain fields which we don't know, and which we can work and can have a good career life. Okay, so and this is one of those scope of career where you can go and choose to grown up in your professional life. Okay, so property valuation is basically like evaluating the property, but there are certain things which you should know as a methodical approach, and what are the things. So I will take you through the journey what we are going to do in this 14 days course, and what you are going to get in this course. So that I wanted to present in this demo. So yeah, so we'll start with this thing. So if you see that on the day one, what we are going to do is like, what is property valuation? First of all, we'll discuss that what is property valuation actually, what is the terms defines to us, that okay, what we need to do as a valuer, or as a what we are going to learn this course. And then other things which we want to do is the why property valuation is required. Okay, so there are a lot of people around us that okay, anybody can work as a property valuer, but why is it required, and why a civil engineer is required? So that's what we're going to discuss on the day one of the training. And why a civil engineer as a valuer, that what are the advantages if a civil engineer would continue to work as a valuer, कि कैसे civil engineering क्यों जरूरी है valuer के point of view से. So that we are going to discuss in this course. Okay, now when you see, okay, I'm a civil engineering student or a grad, then what are the benefits of me working as a valuer? How does it gonna change my life, right? So how this profile looks like, what are my working hours, and how I can imagine my day throughout my job career. So this all things I will be talking about in this part. And how you can grow your career means, suppose if you are starting as a site engineer on a site, being a civil engineering student, so where you can grow. So suppose you start as a site engineer, you can grow till the project manager of a site. So you can lead a team of like 100 people or 500 people on a site. So that is the growth of a site engineer. So similarly, there is this profile which has a particular growth chart, which has a particular position chart in the organization. So you can clearly read and you can clearly get to know that what are the benefits which you will get working as a valuer. ओके, सो आप सभी जिनको लाइक इश्यू है, तो आपको पता लगेगा कि व्हाट आर द करियर स्कोप फॉर यू। अगर आप इसमें अपनी पूरी लाइफ डेडिकेटेडली काम करना चाहते हैं एज ए वैल्यूअर, तो आप अपनी लाइफ को कैसे इमेजिन कर सकते हैं, दैट आई विल ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन यू। then what are the perks and the remunerations? So what does this mean? This means कि जब आप स्टार्ट करते हैं एज ए कोई भी अदर प्रोफाइल में जॉब की, तो यू गेट टू नो कि इसमें पर्क्स क्या होंगे या रेम्यूनरेशंस क्या होते हैं। तो सिमिलरली आई विल ट्राई टू मेक यू अ ब्रीफ व्यू कि इफ यू आर जस्ट ग्रेजुएटिंग विद द सिविल इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री एंड यू जॉइन सम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एज ए वैल्यूअर, तो आपको क्या पर्क्स इस चीज के हो सकते हैं, क्या आपको बेनिफिट्स हो सकते हैं। दैट आई विल ट्राई टू if somebody is having mic on, can you please do it off for some time? It's creating a disturbance to everyone. Maybe Siddiqui and Vinesh. Yes, Siddiqui as well. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So
excuse me, sir.
Please.
Sir, your screen is not visible. It's loading. Can you please reshare it?
Sure. I asked. Yeah, sure. Sure. Give me a minute, please. Huh? Okay. Give me a minute.
Yeah, now it's no. It's again loading.
Again loading. Give me a minute, buddy. I'll just do it for you for sure. And now you can see it, right?
Yeah. Now it's.
But now you can't see it.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Okay, give me a minute. I'll try to solve it out. Okay. Now can everyone see this?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. Why is it happening?
Actually showing loading.
It's loading. Okay.
Not
it's
showing loading.
Okay. Now can you see this? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. I'll try one more time. Let me see if anything. Just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. I'll just check it out and. Okay, now I think we can share this. Okay, now can you see everything, right? And yeah, now is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay, perfectly visible to everyone. Okay, yeah. So please, everyone, now keep your mic on mute, and then we can start again. And sorry for the disturbance. Yeah, please, some of Mahinder, and please for the mic, please. Can you keep your mic mute, Mahinder? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we were discussing about the various points, and I will continue with that. So I reached on this point that I will try to explain you what are the perks and remuneration, and how can you see your career for the future as well, that what is going to be for you while working as a property valuer. Okay, so this was, and then the career graph, that how can you grow. When you start, you will work as a technical officer, then you can grow to cluster, and then a regional, and then a national. So that I will try to cover on the day one, so that like I will give you the basic idea that what you can see as a property valuation industry, or maybe as a property valuer, what you will get it. Then what are the other soft skills which are required you as a valuer? So apart from, in every job there is a certain requirement of some skills. So when you work, you need some technical skills, and apart from that, it depends which kind of job in you are. So that makes you learn some soft skills that also I will introduce in this day's session, and I will try to give you all those things. Okay. Then when we'll move to the next day, on the day 2 training, on that day, I will try to give you the understanding about the job scenarios. Okay. So if you are coming to Protrainy and you want, okay, that I'm going to learn property valuation from you. So how is it going to help you? Is there any job scopes, or if there is a job market, then how can I reach to the job market? So I will try to make you understand, if you know the property valuation skills, and if you know about property valuations, then how can you reach to the job market of this particular particular field, and what are the job market scenarios, are there enough jobs or not? So that I will try to give you a basic idea. Okay. Then I will give you which are the companies which are primarily focusing on hiring the property valuers and the valuation people. So I will give you that idea about which are the particular companies, organizations where you can try to get a job. Okay. And which are the platforms where you can find a job for yourself. Okay, this I will give you in the day 2. So basically day 2 is covering about the making you to understand that if you are going to learn this skill, that this is going to help you out in finding a job in a particular mode. Okay, so that is the idea for the day 2. So I will give you about the company's name, how to reach to the people, how to apply in these companies. So I will try to give you a complete idea about these things. So that is covered on the day 2 training. Okay. What is NBFC word, and what are the banking systems which hire valuers, that I will give you. Then I will try to brief you idea that, because this is a valuation about the property, means you are going to value a building or maybe houses. So I will try to give you idea about the real estate projects as well, that which kind of projects are there. So that is another thing on this day training. Okay. So basically day 2 will cover about all the job scenarios and the real estate projects. So which kind of property you will look once you will get work as a valuer. Okay. So now we are reaching on property valuation day 3, and this is where like we are going to go into a little bit deep technical part of the property valuation. So essential technical terms to know. Okay. So there are certain technical terms. Doesn't matter if you work in any kind of industry, आप किसी भी industry में काम करें, if you work with a bank, if you work with a bank, this technical terms goes along the real estate things. So जो भी आप real estate के project के बारे में हम बात करेंगे, या when we will talk about any house, so these things will work and applies to every particular house or building. Okay. So मैं उन technical terms की property valuation day 3 पे बात करूंगा, जैसे carpet area हो गया. I will try to explain you what is carpet area. I will try to explain you built up area. Okay. And then I will try to tell you about super built up area, then floor space index, then ground coverage, then margins, then height restrictions, and then TDR. Okay. So this all are the technical terms which are related to a house, a building, or maybe any area or any constructed area. Okay. So this is very necessary to know as a valuer to you, because you are going to deal day by day in particularly this with these terms. तो आपको ये चीज की information होना, that is very important to you guys. So that is why the property valuation day 3 is covered only for this technical terms. Okay. So this is very essential day as a training in point of view and for you guys to learn. Then when we'll move to the day 4 of the training, then what we'll do? So we will learn certain basics for a building construction. Because this is about the technical aspect of a house, means you are going to evaluate the property, so you should know that what are the components of a building, right? तो आपको ये चीज के बारे में जानकारी होनी चाहिए, that you should have the information that what are the basics and which component of the building is really bothering to you. Okay, मतलब आपको किस point of view पे आपके जो process जो आप काम करने वाले हैं उस चीज में आपको particularly कौन सा मतलब कंपोनेंट है बिल्डिंग का जो आपको इफेक्ट करेगा आपके वैल्यूएशन प्रोसेस को. तो वो सब कंपोनेंट को मैं इस चीज में लेके आऊंगा और मैं बात करूंगा कि कौन कौन से बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन चीज का आपको ध्यान रखनी है. हम कंस्ट्रक्शन मेथड्स पे बात करेंगे, हम लोड बेयरिंग स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में बात करेंगे, हम लोग फ्रेम स्ट्रक्चर नॉन लोड बेयरिंग स्ट्रक्चर में बात करेंगे, उनके कंपेरिजन करेंगे एंड अबाउट द क्वालिटी ऑफ मटेरियल्स. ओके, क्योंकि it itself valuation means it is related, it is linked with the financial part of something. So हम लोग quality पे बात करेंगे कि what is the quality of materials which is associated with the construction of a building. So and then the workmanship at site, क्योंकि workmanship is directly related to a final product, right? So हम इस चीज पे भी बहुत डिटेल में जाएंगे और बातें करेंगे. Then estimation of construction, then how estimation works, because we are going to get a value of a property. तो मैं आपको ये भी बताऊंगा कि how estimation things works, आपको किस चीज के लिए कितनी चीजें कंसिडर करनी होती है. तो day 4 will be related to the house construction thing, and that is very important
Excuse me,
in
sir.
terms of a, please
Sorry to
please.
interrupt.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
students are spamming in chat that PPT is not visible to them and it's not moving.
Okay, oh sorry, maybe. Okay, let's do one thing, then I not share complete screen. I'm sorry for this, guys. Okay, can everyone see it here?
The slides are not
Screen
moving.
is visible.
Screen
Okay.
is
But
visible,
it's
but
not moving.
not moving.
It's okay. Okay, so now in my screen I'm at day 4. So can you see this now?
No, it's
No,
in
sir.
It was in day 1.
It is
Now is
property
it on day 4?
valuation. Yeah,
Now
yeah.
is it day? Now is it at day
Yeah.
4?
Yeah, it is now.
Okay, so I
Yes.
think not like everyone missed the day 2 and day 3 and day 4 part, what I have written, right? So
Yes.
okay, I'll go back with day 2 and we'll keep it a little bit fast, right? Okay, cool. So now can you see this? Is it good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect, guys, perfect. So on the day 2, we'll speak about the job market scenarios where you can find the jobs in particular property valuation. I will try to give you some names of the organization, of the bank and the companies which are hiring you as a valuer, and like what is the way you reach to them, means आप उनको कैसे approach कर सकते हैं, how can you approach to those people's particularly those people कि आप कैसे उनको approach कर सकते हैं. So that I will try to feed you on the day 2 part. And then there is a particular industry. So valuation industry works in the 2 scenarios. There is one NBFC, which are known banking financial institution, and then the banking system, that is like banks, SBI, maybe big banks, HDFC, all this. So I will try to feed you the concept of these 2 particularly things, ki what are the scenarios which you have to come under in this particular organization, right? Then I will give you real estate projects information, because that is very necessary for you to know that which kind of projects are there, like big projects, low projects, yeah, flat projects, bungalow projects. So in this little bit thing, I will try to give you that, okay, if you reach to this particular building, you can initiate your mindset into this direction. So आपको मैं real estate project का एक scenario बताऊंगा उस दिन में, जहाँ पे आपको एक brief idea आएगा कि that okay, this is very fine for us, and you will get the know about how this real estate market works, right? Okay. On the day 3, we'll go through the technical terms, as I said, and you can see the list, because these technical words are associated with the every building. Okay, जिस building की भी हम लोग बात करेंगे या जिस property की हम लोग बात करेंगे, this technical words are really important for you to know if you want to work as a valuer, because this helps you to finalize the valuation of the property. Because even if somebody had bought any flat in his life, or maybe he has associated with the process with his family, so he must have seen it, okay, what the real estate people said, okay, carpet area worth rupees this one, with super built up area this one. So what is this actually? That is more important for us to know, because we are going to work as a valuer, right? So these skills, under this skill, you should know all these technical terms which are very necessary for you to understand, right? Which includes carpet area, super built up area, then maybe floor space index. So all these things are there, right? So this is my point for this thing. Then on the property valuation 4, because it's directly associated with the building, I will try to give you the main components. Okay, I will not give you the complete building construction. I will give you the information that which things as a valuer you should know about the building construction. So that includes construction method, which directly affects the value of the property. जो construction method हम जो apply करते हैं, that directly affects the value of the property. तो वो मैं आपको चीजें बताऊंगा उस बारे में. Then I will try to compare them. Okay, कि आप जब valuation पे जाते हैं तो what mindset you should look for this 2 kind of properties. अगर आप एक load bearing structure, जो frame structure इसको हम कहते हैं, non load bearing structure, तो उसके बारे में हम कैसे बात करेंगे, load bearing structure के बारे में हमको क्या देखना है. Then quality of materials. Okay, if you are working as a valuer and somebody comes to you that okay, I want to have a RCC house of G+1, then what kind of materials can affect the value of the property. तो वो आपको चीजों के understanding में आपको कराऊंगा. then workmanship at site. Okay, this is very necessary, because even if we are giving our team a good quality of material, and if the workmanship is not proper, जहाँ पे काम करने की क्षमता is not really good, then the final product will not be good. That will affect the quality of our building. So that I will try to make you understand all about this. And then estimation, I will give you some brief ideas of some brief activities estimation ki. Suppose kijiye, if we want to bind the wires, if we bind the columns, then what will be the probable cost? If we want to do suppose 1 meter cube of casting, then what will be the cost? So all these things I will try to feed you guys. And then the stages of construction, so how a construction goes through in a building, or maybe what are the steps, so that I will feed you on particular that day. Then from the day 5th, okay, after having some technical terms with you, because you now understand what is valuation, and you now understand what process is it going through. So I will try to explain you how a process of valuation looks when you will work as a valuer. जब आप एक valuer की तरह काम करते हैं, तो आपको कैसे उस प्रोसेस को फॉलो करना है, व्हाट आर द इम्पोर्टेंट स्टेप बाय स्टेप टू गो एंड टू रीच टू द वैल्यू ऑफ अ प्रॉपर्टी. तो ये चीज मैं आपको डे 5th में स्टार्ट करूंगा कि आपको कैसे केस आता है, आपको कैसे पेपर रीडिंग करने हैं, आपका लोकेशन को आइडेंटिफिकेशन का क्या मेथड आप यूज कर सकते हैं, देन आप मेजरमेंट मेथड क्या आप कर सकते हैं. देखो हर तरह की प्रॉपर्टी, व्हेन यू वर्क एज ए वैल्यूअर, यू विल गेट ए बिग प्रॉपर्टी वर्थ रुपीज करोड्स, एंड यू विल ऑल्सो गेट ए प्रॉपर्टी विच वर्थ ओनली 20 lakhs. तो आपका जो मेजरमेंट मेथड का तरीका होता है वो चेंज होता है. बड़ी प्रॉपर्टी में जाएंगे तो व्हेन यू विल सी अ नाइस इंटीरियर, nice construction quality, but when you go to a low प्राइस प्रॉपर्टी, तो वहां पे आपके कंस्ट्रक्शन मेथड अलग होगा, वहां पे एप्लीकेबल इंटीरियर मेथड अलग होगा. तो वो चीजों को आपको देख के मैं वो चीजें आपको बताने की ट्राई करूंगा. देन हाउ टू रीड ड्राइंग्स. ओके, कहीं कहीं पे आपको ऐसा होगा, इन सम केसेस यू विल हैव द ड्राइंग विद यू. ओके, somebody will come to you, sir, I want to make a house and I want this much money from the bank, so please check it. तो आपको ड्राइंग रीडिंग भी आनी चाहिए. लाइक I'm not going to teach you drawing reading, but I will teach you how to draw, how to read a drawing, so that you can identify the length and the how should it look like. So this is the approach for the day 5. And then on the next day as well, we will again continue with the same thing, that okay, this is our process of valuation, and we'll again go through the same thing. Okay, so this will be like quality of construction, right? So किस तरह की quality of construction होते हैं आपको, we all know that every budget people work on their houses. Okay, if somebody is having low budget, then he will work with his different approach to the valuation. So quality of construction is very necessary. Okay, somebody is raising hand, I guess, Shri Jak. Okay, so you want to ask something, I guess, in chats?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please.
Hello.
Please, yeah, please, Shri Jak.
Sir, sir, will you tell me about sir, how is the which method should we use
For what?
yeah. Valuation.
Yeah. Like you just what we'll do first, I'll go through the process, means for the journey of this course, and if you find okay this I missed, you can tell me, and then like you will get the idea. I'll just let me go through the process first, and then you will have the idea for sure, because I have included all the mathematical approach as well. But let me come to that part, and then we'll means you can have the questions, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then quality of construction will be there. Then you will see the quality of construction. Then the cost of construction. How can you count the cost of construction? Means all the activities, the shuttering prices, concreting prices, a little bit about. I will give you a brief idea about all those things. Then calculating the land price. So this is very important, because this is not a standard method. Like when you calculate a land price, this is not a standard method. This is just an approach, and with that approach you can reach to the land price. किसी भी land price की आपको कोई like there is no idea in the books. Okay, if there is any property in this area, so you can you can give this much of price. No, but there are some steps, there are some methods which you can follow and reach to that particular price. Okay, so this is our approach to the land price. Then how to reach at the final value of the properties. Okay, so this is very important, because that is our final goal for our task. So that I will discuss, and that I will let you know for the major part in this day, that how to reach and how to fix the final value of the property. Then it is a process, it is a process that first you will get the case, you will visit the site, you will identify the site, you will measure the property, you will you consider some aspect surrounding the property, and then you will reach to the final property. But there are some loopholes, right? Okay, if you miss any of those, then you might get here and there in the value of property. So I will
Ayush Sharma,
please.
your battery is low. Please plug in, charge it, no?
No, it's there. It's like it will take the session. No worries. Yeah. Who was this?
So this is Raghu.
Okay. So this is very necessary for you guys to understand that what are the loopholes which if you don't miss, then it will be really good for you to make a perfect valuation in this method, right? So this we will go through on the day 6, and so day 5 and day 6 will be the process of valuation. Then on day 7, okay, I will introduce you to the word marketability. Okay, this is very, very important for you to understand, because any property which is going to deal with the finances, or if we are going to deal with the finances, of marketability is very important. Okay, I said it in 2 words, but it is a 1 word, and I will give you a very detailed idea about this marketability and why is it important to you guys, right? So this is one of the aspect. Then why is it important to consider the marketability factor? This is also will do it. And then technical acceptance of property. What is the technical acceptance? Means what is this word implies to you? This is very important. That I will let you know. And we will start then factors affecting method of valuation. Okay. So there are certain factors which can directly or indirectly affect the property valuation. Okay. So this is a list of methods which includes society, which includes community, neighborhood, or maybe quality of construction, age of construction. So this is a list of almost 10 plus factors which will go into the deep, and then we'll go through this particular part. So factors affecting method of valuation is really very important, because this will not affect directly the value, but indirectly and directly it will be a part of your valuation. Okay, so this I will give you a very, very detailed idea about this, and on day 7 and day 8 we'll go through this. So for like almost 1.5 hours we'll go through this, and I will give you every detailed thing which I can give for this particular thing, right? So this is our very important day again, right? Now on day 9, somebody has asked to me that what is the methodical approach. So on day 9 I will try to, these are not standard approaches, but these are approaches which is commonly used by the people working in the valuation industry, right? So this 5 methods I will try to give you, that this can also lead
इनका क्या फर्क पड़ता है? लोग निकला नहीं निकला मेरा कोई मतलब नहीं, ईपीसी को मेरे से मतलब है और सुधीर को मेरे से मतलब है। अल्टीमेटली कुछ हो गया था, अर्को कोई पूछने वाला नहीं।
So this is the methodical approach which I will try to give it to you guys, that what are the methods, what is the approach. Suppose आपको method पता है, you know the process, this go from here to here, but what kind of approach you can take to ease your process. Okay, so these 5 methods are there. I will try to give brief idea and how can you adopt in these methods into your working style, and then I will introduce you to some parameters which are also like responsible, but not on a greater extent. But these factors are responsible when you consider a big project like 1,000 unit projects or maybe 100 units. So these factors are really important, but it's just an overview of the things. So I will try to give you about the seismic zones, soil types, and there are some other parameters as well. Then on the day 10 we will learn what is the APF, like approved project fund. So it's a process which goes in the bank or NBFC, जहाँ पे हम APF करते हैं, means will the bank or the NBFC fund directly to a project, right? So that is the APF. Okay, so we'll discuss in detail how APF works. Okay, so this is really very important to know what are the steps, and as a valuer what is your role in doing a APF for a project. So this is also again very important. Day 10 is very important, and this we are gonna do on day 10. Then on the day 11 we'll study city sites, like whatever we have learned in this throughout the sessions. We will learn that how city sites mean, how the city areas, buildings or property we can evaluate, what are the things which we should consider, which we should keep in mind. So I will give you like real life case study, means I will try to accumulate 2-3 properties, and then we all will discuss about the case study of the city sites, how these things works. And if you are suppose working in a rural area, if you are working as a valuer in villages or maybe town, maybe the properties which come under Nagar Palika area, so that comes under this category. So on the day 12, I will try to take five properties and we'll show you pictures, and then we'll do a real life case study that what is the process you can follow. On day 13, we are trying to get someone from professional working in the bank, so he can guide you that what are the approaches you can start your career, what are the things you should more learn. So on day 13, we'll go through the expert guidance, and this will be a session from outside people. So for one day, he will be with us to guide you about this, property valuation, what are the things you can see in a bank, and how is it different to work in a bank as a valuer than NBFC. So on 13 and on property valuation day 13, we'll do this. And on 14, assessment we'll do whatever we have learned and whatever the things which we have learned in our particular course, that I will give, that will do assessment. And this will be mostly a oral assessment, no written assessment this time I will take. So this will be like practically I will show you some properties, and I will try to catch how much you have learned throughout this 13 days. Okay, so this will be on the day 14, and that's how our course gonna be. So now I would ask you questions in this particular slides, any slides if you want, and then
Yeah,
please.
Ayush Sharma ji,
Please.
is it your certification is there for this program? Certification will provide any certificate?
Yeah. So after assessment, Raghuji, we will after assessment on 14th day, we'll give you a certificate that you have completed this course. And we have like a group where we share all the job notifications from people, so that if you want, you can connect with those people, and this certificate will also help you out.
So your certification is recognized by the standard banks?
Yeah, means no, it's not recognized by the banks, but it's like we are authorized to give you a training certificate that you have learned this much from us. Okay. So they will
Sir, this certificate does not make us a valued valuer, right?
No. That is a different thing. That is IBBI. That is a complete process. That you need a certain amount of experience, and then you can apply for those certificates. That is completely different. This is a training, right, to attain this skill.
Yeah, because I think it's 50 hours training should be must needed for IBBI.
Yeah, but that needs a certain time of experience. But so this training is basically for the people who want to switch to the industry, and who are starting, means who have completed their graduation and can like work in a bank or NBFC. Because when you want to work with a bank or NBFC, you don't need that certification, right?
अरे IBBI क्या होती है और इसका काम क्या होती है?
That is one thing. So अभी रघु जी और इनको आप क्लियर कर दूं कि ये जो हम कोर्स कर रहे हैं, this is just for the course to someone who want to start work as a job, who don't want to start the like business. Okay, that's then you require to work to open as a business and to work as a freelancer, right? अगर आपको किसी भी कंपनी जॉब करनी है, so the basic qualification to work in a bank or NBFC is you should be a civil engineering graduate, right? You don't need to be that IBBI registered. Okay, and IBBI is an institution. Okay, IBBI is an institution which is certified to give the people जो freelancing काम करना चाहते हैं. जब आप बैंक में, जब मैं आपको प्रोसेस बता रहा हूँ इसका, तो आपको बता तो मैं आपको उस दिन आपको बताऊंगा ये चीज कि आपको इन बैंक्स में क्या चीजें, मतलब आपको जो बैंक जो एक्सटर्नल वैल्यूअर्स करके लोग होते हैं, वो लोग इस बैंक
हाउस बिल्डिंग लोन के लिए जो एस्टिमेट तैयार होती है, उसके लिए मैं काम कर सकते हो इस सर्टिफिकेट से?
कर सकते हो, आप जॉब कर सकते हो उसके अंदर, उस कंपनी के अंदर. बट
नहीं, कंपनी नहीं, मेरा एक छोटा मोटा कंपनी है, मेरे पास आके लोग चाहता है कि बैंकिंग लोन के लिए एस्टिमेट चाहिए, तो उसके रिगार्डिंग मैं जानना चाहती हूँ.
पर उसका इस कोर्स का रिलेशन नहीं है. दैट एस्टिमेट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग, राइट? ये कोर्स आपको
नहीं, बैंकिंग लोन के लिए एस्टिमेट मांगता है.
नहीं, आप वैल्यूएशन नहीं कर सकते बॉस, बिना IBBI सर्टिफिकेट का वैल्यूएशन नहीं कर सकते.
एग्जैक्टली. but you can work as a valuer in a bank or NBFC, right? So this is the main aspect of this course.
Oh,
So what is the eligibility criteria for being a valuer? And
That is what I'm telling. If you want to work as a property valuer in a bank, if you want to work, okay, I'm not asking you to start a freelancing business. Okay, you are an employee of a bank or maybe NBFC, right? So if you want to start your career as a valuer, like a site engineer or as a property valuer, so then you can work. The only essential qualification for that, you should be a civil engineering graduate. That's it.
Hello.
And other than you should have the skills. Yeah.
Hello, ready?
okay, okay, sir. Here is one more question.
Please.
Actually, I think IEI, Institute of Engineers India, are providing us chartered engineer certificate.
Okay.
So, something that is eligible for valuation.
Sorry, I did not hear you properly. Sorry.
For being a valuer, you need experience. But as a chartered engineer, can you do valuation or not?
Yeah, chartered engineer definitely can do this valuation. But chartered engineer needs 10 years or I guess 50. There is certain criteria for that particular to become a chartered engineer. We can't become a chartered engineer, right? So, and this course is mainly for the people who wants, again, I'm saying you, again, I'm clearing this thing. This course, this training is a skill training which you can learn and can start in property valuation industry, right? Like you can start working as an employee. You this is not a freelancing, or you want to start, or you want to directly connect to a bank. Okay, we will do your external evaluation. No, this is just to become an employee or to start your career. So I will guide you through the way and the skills which you need or require.
Sir, one more question.
Please.
Actually, you mentioned for being a valuer, you need to be a civil engineer, right? But I noticed some architects are also working as a valuer.
Yeah. So they can also work. So architecture and the civil engineering degree are enough, because here all are civil engineers. So that's why I said that everyone who is here can start their work, because that just need only a civil engineering degree. But architecture can also work. This is a rule by NBH, National Building Housing Board, given to all the banks and NBFCs. So if you want to hire a technical person in your bank for the valuation, it needs to be a civil engineering grad or an architectural grad. Yeah.
I have a question. Hello.
Please.
So, will you provide a bridge for us? That means I'm asking that you can show us some jobs related to this.
See, last time when we did this thing, like there's a group, okay, and because I worked in the industry by myself, so I have a good amount of connection, and on every 5 days, 6 days, we get some vacancies on my connection that I put into that group, okay. And as per my knowledge, for a fresher to start their career, you don't need a particular experience, right? Because it's just a fresher can also start your career, okay, with a good amount of set that we are going to discuss in this particular thing. So I we'll put we'll make a WhatsApp group when we start this course, and I'll put regularly vacancies in that group, so you can connect. Yeah, please.
Sir, how much salary we can expect as a fresher?
Okay. This is a good question. Yeah, this is a good question. So basically, this industry is really very good. If I have to tell you about myself, when I started, I was with a very good salary, handsome salary, but on an average, you can easily earn around 20 plus initially. If you work with a bank or maybe NBFC, the initial hands you will get 20 plus easily, for sure. And if you are if you get into a good bank, so you can also get 30 around, or 35 maybe as a fresher.
One more question. Sir,
please.
Is there any fixed criteria for appraisal after 3 or 4 years, or is
so this depends on the requirement of the organization, but because this industry is booming now, like what used to happen earlier, that the housing loans were in the bigger cities, like in the tier 1 and tier 2 cities, but now they are expanding their businesses into a very remote areas, means they are now working in the villages. So we can consider that how much deep they are going into their business, right? So for that they need some valuers in the ground level, means in the districts, in the towns. So this industry is really booming, and that's why there are a lot of vacancies at the moment, right? So there is a good amount of growth which you can expect in your career if you work well, if you do well, and yeah, if things goes well, then you can really grow in this career, definitely.
हेलो सर.
Yeah, please.
सर मुझे ये पूछना था because I'm working as a estimation engineer. So
sorry, I did not hear you. Sorry, please again.
मुझे ये पूछना था, I'm working as a estimation engineer. So this is beneficial for me as a valuer.
Yeah, definitely. See, if you are working as an estimator, so you has a good command on the estimation of the building, right? आपको पता है चीजें कैसे काम करती है estimation में, आपको पता है किस activity का क्या price हम लोग ले सकते हैं, right? So this is again beneficial, and also when you apply to a certain bank or NBFC, so this CV can help you out, right? अगर आप पता नहीं मुझे आप कितने सालों से काम कर रहे हैं, but whatever the amount you have worked, it will help you when you put your application into the banks or into the organization. So this will really beneficial for you.
Okay. How does it work, sir?
Means how does it work? Means
means कोई combination है क्या valuer में और estimation में? मतलब क्या correlation क्या है? मतलब मुझे इतना knowledge नहीं है valuer का, that's why I'm asking you.
So estimator is basically who gives you. Yeah, please.
सर प्लीज सर, एज कोई साइट इंजीनियर है वो भी वर्क करना चाहता है वैल्यूएशन में, तो ये भी आप इंक्लूड करें तो बता दीजिएगा.
हाँ, मैं एक बार, आप पहले जो अभी नहीं बोल रहे प्लीज म्यूट रखना, मैं पहले इनका क्वेश्चन क्लियर करता हूँ कि जो एस्टिमेटर है और जो वैल्यूअर है, ठीक है, एस्टिमेटर का मेनली जो काम होता है वो एस्टिमेशन देता है, ठीक है, एस्टिमेशन अबाउट द कंस्ट्रक्शन स्टेजेस. सो देयर आर पीपल हु नीड्स एस्टिमेशन दैट इफ आई वांट टू कंस्ट्रक्ट अ G+1, है ना, and I am making this much of things, and I'm using this much of product and this things. So that is a work of estimator, right? But valuer जो property valuation करता है, that gives the complete price for the for the land and the property. So it's a combination of price. But in terms of case, these terms are like that, having not that much of difference. उतना difference नहीं है. जब आप as a estimator, जब आप private organization के साथ काम करते हैं, जो बाहर privately काम करती है, तो they also give this task to their estimator, right? Because they are also civil engineering grad, and they can also do like work from them. So that is the main thing with that. I hope it's clear. Right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Welcome. And please 1 minute, I'll okay site engineering का भी बता देता हूँ. Like जब so site engineering वाली चीज थी कि I also started my career as a site engineer. I shifted to this industry. तो there is no limit कि आप site engineer से valuer नहीं बन सकते. You can be a valuer, you can be a definitely valuer, but this skills you need to attain, and a break, एक start चाहिए आपको, that someone needs to be give you the jobs, and then you can start your career as a valuer, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Sir, one more. Actually, I want to know, for being a valuer in bank NBFC, is there any experience required or not?
Is there any
experience required for?
No. Let me tell you this thing. When I started my career, when I moved to this industry, they are hiring technical freshers as well. And at the moment as well, there are some banks, there are some people who are hiring just freshers. Means you being a graduate, that would be enough to become a valuer in an NBFC. Okay, so that is the thing. So you don't need particularly this part, right?
Okay.
Sir,
hello. Yeah, please.
सर आप लोग क्या लाइव ऐसा कोई प्रोजेक्ट देके आप इवैल्यूएशन भी है कि
जब हम केस स्टडी करेंगे, जब when we will do case study, that will be live project, means live जो मैंने किया होगा वो मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा. So we'll go through all those properties really live, means it won't be a live, मैं आपको वीडियो दिखा रहा हूँ, but those pictures will be there. How I approach the thing, that I will explain you. All these things will be there. So case study for last 3 days is basically a real life case study. That won't be a different thing.
Sir.
Yeah,
okay.
Please. Yeah.
Sir,
will you use any software during this course, or it will be of theoretical totally?
So it will be theoretical. Actually, we don't need any software. If you are working on Excel, because जो इसमें हम वैल्यूएशन में काम करते हैं किसी बैंक या एनबीएफसी के साथ, that is there on their system. उनके पास उनके सिस्टम रहते हैं, कोई सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं रहता, but for the reports they have a system. तो उस सिस्टम पे आपको काम करना होता है रिपोर्ट्स के लिए. तो you don't need any software for this.
Maximum use of Excel only.
हाँ, Excel, maximum use of Excel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please. Anyone else? Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Tabrez, you want to speak out? You can speak first. You are like,
yes, hello.
Please. Tabrez,
sir, yes.
After this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sir, my question is कि जैसे हम लोग हाउस प्लानिंग करते हैं तो सिविल में करते हैं ऑटोकैड में, और जैसे हाईवे का डिजाइन करते हैं तो सिविल 3D में करते हैं. तो उसी टाइप से सर वैल्यूएशन जो हम लोग करेंगे, वैल्यूअर का जो ये करेंगे, तो वो सर सर्टिफिकेट जो मतलब अभी तो सर सॉफ्टवेयर होगा कि मतलब कैसे होगा इसको?
नहीं, देखो, व्हाट इज वैल्यूएशन? वैल्यूएशन क्या है कि आपको एक किसी प्रॉपर्टी की कीमत बतानी है. यू हैव टू रीच टू दैट फाइनल प्राइस ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी. आपको सब चीज होंगी आपके पास ड्राइंग होगी, आपको कोई सॉफ्टवेयर पे काम नहीं करना. बट विद योर नॉलेज जो भी चीजें आपके पास आ रही है वो सही है कि नहीं है, अगर वो चीजें आपको खुद डिसाइड करनी है, आपको खुद डिसाइड करना है वैल्यूएशन, तो आपको ड्राइंग रीडिंग, उसमें कितना मटेरियल लग रहा है उसमें, वो सब चीजें आपको देखनी है, राइट? तो आपको कोई सॉफ्टवेयर की जरूरत है नहीं इसमें. There is no software required.
सर बेसिकली इसमें सर काम कैसे होगा सर? मतलब
give me a minute, I'll just put my laptop in charge. I will means काम आपको वैल्यूएशन करना होता है, आपको साइट विजिट करनी होती है या आपको जाना होता है साइट पे, आप देखते हैं वहाँ पे कितनी बिल्डिंग है, क्या चीजें हैं, क्या कैलकुलेशन है, फिर आप अपने नॉलेज जो भी आपने पढ़ा है आप कैलकुलेट मेजर करते हैं. आरसीसी कंस्ट्रक्शन है, ब्रिक कंस्ट्रक्शन है, और किस तरह का मतलब बिल्डिंग का कंडीशन है, वो सब चीजें आप कैलकुलेट करके आप इसमें फाइनल आप प्राइसिंग देते हैं.
सर आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन
प्लीज.
सर मेरा बैकग्राउंड अभी पिछले 3-4 साल से हाईवे में है. हाईवे इंजीनियर हूँ. तो इस ऐसे में मैं अगर जाऊंगा इसके लिए हाई वैल्यूअर के लिए, जो एक तो IBBI का जो एग्जाम क्वालिफाई करके उसको वो लेना, वहाँ रजिस्ट्रेशन करना, उसके बाद एक्सपीरियंस 5 ईयर का कहीं मैंने पढ़ा है कि एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए. तो वो एक्सपीरियंस
मैं आपको बताता हूं. अब अभी आप जब प्रॉपर्टी वैल्यूएशन,
प्लीज म्यूट कर दीजिए, कोई बोल रहे हैं.
माइक ऑफ करवा दीजिए सर.
प्लीज हु इज स्पीकिंग, प्लीज म्यूट योर माइक. इज इट फाइन नाउ? ओके. सो देखिए, 2-3 चीजें आपने बोली मुझे ना, कि आपको क्या बोला आपने? तो हाईवे वाला बोला कि आई एम वर्किंग इन हाईवे एंड हाउ इज इट गोना हेल्प मी. सेकेंडली आपको रजिस्ट्रेशन. देखो, रजिस्ट्रेशन वाली बात ऐसी है, मैं आपको फिर बता रहा हूँ, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग. ठीक है, आपको जब रजिस्ट्रेशन करना है वो एक डिफरेंट आप जोन की बात करें, आप एक बिजनेस जोन की बात करें. आई एम नॉट हियर टू टीच फॉर दैट थिंग, राइट? दैट इज अ बिग थिंग. वो आप जब सोचते हैं, जब आप इस चीज में पर्टिकुलरली 5-10 साल दे चुके होते हैं, आपको समझ होती है उस चीज की, आपके एरिया की पूरा समझ में आती है. एज अ फ्रेशर और एज ए इनिशिएटर फॉर दिस वर्क, यू डोंट नीड दोस थिंग, राइट? आप काम कर सकते हैं. Secondly, there are banks and the NBFC I know who are hiring freshers. और अगर बैंक और NBFC नहीं है तो एक्सटर्नल वैल्यूअर हैं जो आपको फ्रेशर एज ए फ्रेशर वैल्यूएशन इंडस्ट्री में इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. देयर आर पीपल, राइट? और जब आप 5 साल के एक्सपीरियंस की बात कर रहे होते हैं तो दे गिव यू अ पोजीशन, मींस दैट वुड बी एरिया टेक्निकल मैनेजर और क्लस्टर टेक्निकल मैनेजर. फॉर जस्ट टू स्टार्ट एज अ टेक्निकल ऑफिसर यू डोंट नीड एनी एक्सपीरियंस, आई गेस. देयर आर पीपल हु आर हायरिंग, ट्रस्ट मी, है वहाँ पे ऐसी.
So sir, how we will get in touch with those people?
That is what I am telling you. On day 2 I am going to teach you all these things कि आप कैसे कनेक्शंस कर सकते हैं, कौन-कौन सी वेबसाइट पे आप लोग जॉब सर्च देख सकते हैं, या कहाँ पे कौन-कौन सी बैंक्स है वो आपको लिस्ट बताऊंगा मैं. That is what I can do for you guys, right? And
sir, few banks releases their on I mean जहाँ पे हम जाके अपने आप को रजिस्टर्ड वैल्यूअर उनके पोर्टल पे करेंगे, उसके लिए उन्होंने परफॉर्मा रिलीज करते हैं कि आपको IBBI में होना चाहिए, आपका 5 ईयर एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए, तब then only you can get in the panel. मतलब इन पैनल होने के लिए.
Rohit, that is a paneled valuer. I am talking about an employee. Paneled valuer is a different thing. Paneled valuer doesn't work on salary. Paneled valuer works on the contract. आपको एक प्रॉपर्टी वैल्यूएशन करने के 2,000 रुपए मिलेंगे. That is a different ball game. That is what I'm telling you. We are not talking about those business things. We are talking about as a valuer. Once you start as a valuation industry as an employee to the bank. There are people who are working in bank. If you know someone, I don't know, but there are people who are working in the bank as a valuer. They are getting a good salary. Then they, so valuation
Sir, can you
industry
please give the idea of the salary range? I mean, in terms of highest salary that can be obtained in as a valuer in a initial stage.
There is no limit. That is what I'm saying. Like initial stage, आपको बताया मैंने कि initially as a fresher आप 20,000 expect कर सकते हैं as a fresher, like 20,000 around with all benefits. आप civil engineer, we are civil engineer, right? आप शायद site पे काम कर रहे हैं हाईवे पे या सॉफ्टवेयर पे काम कर रहे हैं, like design में काम कर रहे हैं
site पे.
So what is our life? जैसे मैंने start किया था तो I need to work for 12 hours on the site. मेरे को 12 hours पे site पे काम करना होता था सुबह से लेकर शाम तक. और life नहीं है यहाँ पे. आपको official bank की life मिल रही है. You are going to go there on 9 and leaving the bank at 5. You are going to sit on your office and you will have a cabin. और आपको जब site visit करनी होगी तब आपको बाहर जाना है. Rest of the day you are at your bank. So your maybe NBFC office. So that is what I'm telling you. I will give you all this information कि आपकी लाइफ में क्या चेंजेस आ सकते हैं. तो जो लाइक कोर्स का आइडिया क्या है कि जो बच्चे अभी 4th ईयर में या ग्रेड है, जस्ट ग्रेड है, जिन्होंने भी स्टार्ट नहीं किया, तो वो इस वैल्यूएशन को कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. राइट हम लोग कॉलेजेस में पढ़ते हैं. वी स्टडी इन ए कॉलेज, वी लर्न 4 years. हम 4 साल तक बहुत कुछ सीखते हैं, पूरी डिग्री खत्म करते हैं, एंड देन वी डिसाइड ओके आई वांट टू गो हियर, एंड देन वी स्टार्ट आवर करियर. राइट सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द Please.
Got your point. Another thing is this, this valuer, there is another term chartered engineer. और ये chartered engineer जो है EMI के वेबसाइट पे हम एज ए इंजीनियर हम उसको ले लेते हैं. तो ये chartered engineer और valuer में क्या फर्क है?
See, valuer is a term who works for the valuation of a property. तो वो एक एम्प्लॉय भी करता है, वो एक बाहर का आदमी भी करता है. This is valuer as an employee, right? चार्टर्ड इंजीनियर IBBI, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट बॉल गेम. चार्टर्ड इंजीनियर के लिए हमको 15 साल का एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए.
हाँ सर, वही मैं कह रहा था.
आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज द रिक्वायरमेंट. आई माई सेल्फ आई एम नॉट दैट एक्सपीरियंस.
15 साल का एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए सर.
No सर, नहीं सर. चार्टर्ड इंजीनियर अगर आप इंजीनियर्स इंस्टीट्यूट जो है, इंजीनियर्स इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट बोल के, हाँ उसके अंडर सर बीटेक होल्डर को ही चार्टर्ड इंजीनियर जस्ट 8-9 हजार का पेमेंट करना होता है और यू आर चार्टर्ड इंजीनियर.
देयर आर स्टेजेस.
पूरा रूल पता नहीं है उसका.
नहीं कोई नहीं तब देयर आर स्टेजेस, बट मतलब होती है उसमें. पहले आप एसोसिएट बनते हैं, फिर आप कुछ और बनते हैं, एंड देन दे बिकम. सो दैट इज अ होल 15 year प्रोसेस. सो आई एम नॉट लुकिंग फॉर दैट एट द मोमेंट. मुझे नहीं अभी 15 साल के बाद का पता, बट दिस कोर्स इज बेसिकली फॉर द पीपल हु थिंक्स वैल्यूएशन इंडस्ट्री. और मैं इसलिए इस इंडस्ट्री में आपको सब चीज बताऊंगा. मतलब सब चीज इन द सेंस कि क्या आपको इंडस्ट्री में एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं, क्या आपका जॉब क्राइटेरिया होगा, क्या आपके काम होंगे, कैसे वर्क करता है. And see, this is a IR. This is 2,000 rupees you are paying for. So where you can know about an industry which you are not knowing at all. आपको अभी property valuation का कुछ नहीं पता, right? तो मतलब this is not about. I'm not saying in that way. Please don't take it. And sorry if that sounds in that way. आपको अभी property valuation के बारे में नहीं पता. कुछ बच्चों को नहीं पता, college graduates को नहीं पता कि there is this industry. पर मेरा काम क्या है कि if you are paying this much, I let you know that you still have this opportunity for you. कि आपको साइट इंजीनियर बनके 12 घंटे घिसने की जरूरत नहीं है. इफ यू वांट यू कैन आल्सो चूज दिस इंडस्ट्री, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट आई एम डूइंग. सो या दिस इज माय पॉइंट. या प्लीज, एनी देयर आर 18 क्वेश्चंस ऑन चैट. आई होप दे आर नॉट ऑल क्वेश्चंस. ओके, व्हाट इज IBI? दिस वी हैव डन. ओके, I got as a valuer in CBRE, sir. I'll join into 3. Is it good to work there? Yeah, definitely.
सर एक कोर्स करने के बाद सर वैलिड सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा ना?
Yeah, valid certificate. When you will give your CVs to the bank, so you can tell them, okay, I have learned these skills. Okay, जब आप इंटरव्यू, मान लीजिए आपको इंटरव्यू देता है, तो जब आप इस आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट सर्टिफिकेट. प्लीज डोंट टॉक अबाउट सर्टिफिकेट्स, क्योंकि दिस इज जस्ट अ लीगल सर्टिफिकेट, राइट? आपने किया है. लेकिन जब आप बैंक में इंटरव्यू में जाएंगे या NBFC में जब आप इंटरव्यू में जाएंगे, तो दे विल आस्क यू सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस which will tell them कि आपने कुछ सीखा उस 14 days में, right? And that will land you a job, not this certificate, right? This certificate is just a verification, correct? I myself, I tell you, like I'm living in Germany and I'm doing my masters and I'm about to complete. I'm working as a student, like working student here in Arcadis. Okay, I never did certification on Civil 3D. I never did it, but I learned it. But they trust me. Okay, I know this Civil 3D. राइट? सो अगर आपको पता है, आपके पास चीजें हैं, आपको इंटरव्यू आता है, तो ये जो चीजें हम सीखेंगे, जो हम चीजें सीखेंगे 14 days में, आप उसके आंसर्स कर पाएंगे उन चीजों के. तो दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू, राइट? मतलब सर्टिफिकेट इज नॉट दैट इम्पोर्टेंट, शुड नॉट. मतलब आपको सब कुछ मिलेगा. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग आपको सीखना ज्यादा जरूरी है बजाय इन सर्टिफिकेट का ध्यान रखने।
सर 14 days इनफ है?
14 days इज गुड अमाउंट ऑफ इनफ, बिकॉज आपको केस स्टडी जो हम कराएंगे, रियल लाइफ केस स्टडी कराएंगे, तो दैट विल बी गिविंग यू मोर डिटेल आइडिया। आपको जो 1 घंटे का जब आप करेंगे चीजें, तो बहुत आपको डिटेल में आइडिया पता लगेगा कि हम क्या क्या चीजें देखते हैं।
टाइमिंग क्या होगी सर?
टाइमिंग आई थिंक 8:30 to 9:30 and like it's not finalized yet. I'll also check my schedule and then we'll let you know, guys. But
In the
most
night,
probably
in the
8 to
night.
9, most probably 8 to 9.
Night,
Yeah.
na, in the night?
Night in the evening. Yeah.
Sir,
yeah, for the fees you can ask to people. What is the criteria of valuer? We already discussed a lot in this thing. Class timing, somebody has said civil engineering is useless in India. Or is chartered engineer, it's like chartered engineer. Okay, I guess. Okay,
हेलो
sorry. Yeah, please.
सर मैंने अभी क्लास बहुत लेट होके ज्वाइन किया है, मुझे कुछ
तो यासीन, मतलब क्या अभी क्या अब आपको डाउट बता सकता हूँ मैं? पूरा सेशन कैसे बताऊँ? मतलब लाइक आप कुछ डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हैं प्लीज।
हेलो
हाँ प्लीज यासीन प्लीज।
हाँ, मुझे आज का ये जो रिकॉर्डिंग क्लास मिल सकता है? मैं स्टार्टिंग से कुछ मुझे पता नहीं है इसका अभी।
यासीन
आपको
आप इस बारे में प्रोट्रेनी से बात कर लीजिए, मतलब आई हैव नो आइडियाज, है ना?
नहीं सर, मुझे पता है प्रोट्रेनी पे सर डलाता है इसका और रिकॉर्डिंग वीडियो डलाएगा।
ओके तो आप मिल जाएगा, फिर आपको मिल जाएगा
सर। थैंक यू।
हेलो सर,
प्लीज सुजीत।
sir, IBBI is nothing but they give the license for the valuer.
Exactly. they are अथॉरिटी जो आपको रजिस्टर करती है। पर आप बहुत मतलब मैं आई डोंट नो कि ये वर्ड्स आपने सुने हैं शायद, डेफिनेटली एवरीवन इज स्पीकिंग अबाउट इट, बट दिस इज लाइक वेरी रेयर। मतलब बहुत बात की बात है, मतलब आप वैल्यूअर का एज ए बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना, दिस इज वेरी रेयर। मतलब
after the 4 year as the
4 years 5 years जब आपको लगता है कि आप हाँ वैल्यूएशन इंडस्ट्री में काम कर चुके हैं, ठीक है, क्योंकि
when we are required or own business, then
business,
this is
yeah,
required ना।
definitely. देखो जब डेफिनेटली जब आप काम करते हैं ना एज ए वैल्यूअर, तो आपके पास प्रॉपर्टी 1 करोड़ की आएगी, 2 करोड़ की आएगी। अगर वो एनपी होता है, मींस इफ द कस्टमर इज नॉट पेइंग द लोन, ऑलरेडी फील लो यार हमने किया, क्या पता प्रॉपर्टी में क्या करो। तो दिस इज अ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस और आपको बहुत चीजें सीखनी होती है फील्ड में जाके। यू आर गोइंग टू वर्क विद मेनी पीपल, सो yeah, this is a very long thing, but no worries, it's good to know.
Sir, hello. Sir, are you working with any NBFC or bank?
I worked with NBFC for 2 years in India. I worked with the outside, external valuers as well, and I have like this course is basically designed with the help of everyone. Means the bank who is working in a bank, the people who is working like I or myself working in NBFC. I moved here in 3 years back. तो उससे पहले मैं कर रहा हूँ ये सब चीजें, और yeah, that is the thing. So this course is designed particularly with the information from everyone. It's not individual input. Yeah.
So in which NBFC you work?
I worked in Hinduja Housing Finance.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome. Please.
Hello.
Yeah, please. Hello. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
sir, can I speak?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, as a valuer, ज्यादातर मतलब वैकेंसीज होती नहीं एनबीएफसी या बैंक ले लीजिए। तो इसमें स्कोप क्या रहेगा? लाइक मतलब
मैं अपने नेटवर्क में जब देखता हूँ ना, when I see on my LinkedIn network, I see vacancies on every day. Like I have a group from the last batch as well, and I have uploaded I think on every weekend. On every week I have put certain vacancies. But see, finding a job is a path which depends on you, right? How deep you go into there. Okay, I was myself also from a tier 4 college, but I would try. I was enough, like I got a job in good companies. Okay, so आप job process अपना vacancies are there, definitely vacancies are there. आप ये मत सोचिए vacancies नहीं है, and this is a skill, man. Like this is a skill which you can learn, and whenever you get a vacancy, you can apply to that. And this skills.
Which college you pass out, sir?
Sir, I passed out from Surat. It's the government engineering college from Surat, Gujarat. I was from a very tier 4.
Which year, sir?
2016. 16.
Okay.
Sir, you have a LinkedIn account?
Sure.
What's your name, sir?
Ayush Sharma.
Okay.
I have sent another connection request.
Sure, we'll connect, buddy. No worries.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody has questions now? Or is it, or anybody wants to about IBBI?
Oh, sir. That will be enough.
Okay. Okay, so guys, this course, I don't... Sure.
Hello.
Yeah, please, I can hear you.
Have you taken already construction building and have you taken the value how to do the valuation for the already existing building?
Yeah. We are going to deal with these things.
Okay.
Yeah. We are going to deal with the big projects as well, and the small houses and the good bungalows. Means I'll try to accumulate all those parts, right?
You can put in already.
Okay. So I hope this was a good session for you guys, and I was able to deal with lot of
Sir, hello.
Yeah, please mute your mic. Who is not speaking, please? Yeah.
सर वो थोड़ा याद से मेरे को ये रिकॉर्डिंग क्लास चाहिए.
बिल्कुल.
सर एक बात पूछनी थी. एक्चुअली सर ये इज पॉसिबल है कि मतलब हम अभी जो वर्क है हमारा जो काम कर रहे हैं इसके साथ में हम जो अभी करंट सिनेरियो है साइटिंग द कोविड एंड ऑल कि हम ये वर्क करते करते साइड में कुछ धीरे धीरे कोई प्रोजेक्ट्स ले सकें मतलब इसके मतलब वैल्यूएशन के कोई प्रोडक्ट्स आ जाए प्रोजेक्ट्स.
See Rohit, the issue is not that I have no information about how to get empaneled in the bank. ठीक है, आप empanelment में कैसे जाते हैं बैंकों के अंदर, I have no ideas. But as per my knowledge, because when I was working, we used to get some empanelment of external valuers. तो उनके certain criteria थे बैंक के कि valuer should be 10 years working. जिस valuer को हम लोग लेना चाहते थे वो valuer 10 साल पुराना काम करता होना चाहिए. He should be IBBI registered or maybe a chartered engineer. So these are the things. I don't know how easy or hard is to get into the bank for the work. So like I have no ideas about it. But
my concern is, sir, if I leave my job at this point of time, I'm having a okay salary around 80 to 90,000 per month.
Yeah.
80 to 90,000. So in leaving this salary for and going for some start salary of 20,000, this is not feasible for me to execute.
Definitely. See, Rohit, I am telling you that it depends how you are seeing this course, right? This course I'm telling you the agenda of this course to get introduced to the people about this industry, to getting people like how you can start your career and to get some skills about the valuation. So these three are the agenda. This is, I don't know, you are working for 5-6 years and you're earning this much, that's fine. But how you see your situation, that you are happy with your life, not, or maybe like how, what is your, focus for this course? So yeah, I don't know, maybe. So yeah, okay. So I hope everyone has a good point, and this course will be starting, I guess, on 17th of September. So whoever finds, okay, I need this, please join and we'll see you there. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, please.
हेलो सर.
Yeah, please.
सर मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि जैसे गवर्नमेंट में एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन होते कॉम्पिटिटिव, तो ये वैल्यूअर मान लीजिए सर हम लोग कोर्स करते हैं, तो फिर उसके बाद हम लोग के लिए जो बैंकों में वैकेंसी आएगी तो सर उसमें हम लोग को एंट्रेंस एग्जाम देना होगा?
नहीं, वो बैंकों की वैकेंसी अलग है. आपको बता रहा हूँ, हायरिंग दोनों तरीके से करते हैं. देयर इज सर्टेन स्पेशल कैडर ऑफिसर बोलते हैं, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट टेक्निकल प्रोसेस. वो लोग बैंकों के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को बनाते हैं. जो आप जिसकी बात कर रहे हो ना, दे मेक द बैंक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. मीन्स जब रेंट पे प्रॉपर्टी ले रहे होते हैं बैंक्स, तो उसके अंदर का इंटीरियर कैसा होना है, क्या रिपेयर वर्क होना है, दैट पोजीशन, टेक्निकल पोजीशन, बिकॉज सम ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स वर्किंग देयर. तो दैट इज डिफरेंट एंड दिस इज डिफरेंट, राइट?
Yes, okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.